everyone, it's Ange. I hope you are all doing well today. I have a little bit of a haul to show you. It's mostly crystals. I went and took myself out crystal shopping this afternoon for a number of reasons. One is it's my birthday next week, so I thought that I would go out and treat myself. I've been on a little bit of a witchy buying hiatus of late, and to be honest, I'm missing going out and buying spiritual bits and pieces for my practice. So I thought, I need cheering up. I'm gonna go out today and treat myself to a few little new bits and pieces. I've been quite poorly this week health-wise. Sorry, men, but I'm going through perimenopause, premenopause, and this month's menstrual cycle was less than pleasant. Very, very painfully crampy, in fact, so much so that I ended up having to take the whole day off work yesterday because I was just curled up like a shrimp. It was awful. Very heavy, which is not like me. It's not normal for me, but is very normal for premenopause, apparently, according to my doctor. And nausea, bloating, indigestion, back pain, sore legs, headaches, generally just feeling like absolute crap. And I thought, well, I have the afternoon off work. Work said, look, take the rest of the day off because, you know, you clearly are not feeling well. So I took the afternoon off and took myself off crystal shopping. Just, you know, sometimes you just need a bit of a perk me up, a little bit of a boost. I've had other issues going on as well, personal stuff that I won't be sharing, and it did me the world of good. So before I show you my new crystal babies, I wanted to show you a couple of boxes of incense that I actually picked up from the Indian shop a couple of weeks ago. I went into the Indian shop to actually buy my face cream. Actually, I have it here, which is handy to show you. So I have been using the Pond's moisturizing cold cream. It's been around for a long time. I love the smell of Pond's products. I used to use this back when I was a teenager, and up until maybe a year ago, for my evening skincare routine, I was using rosehip oil, but I was finding that it really wasn't cutting the mustard for me. I was finding that it just, as my skin's aging, it wasn't really agreeing with my skin anymore. So I decided to go back to using good old Pond's. I've got very dry skin and it leans a little bit towards sensitivity as well. The stuff, it's really cheap and my skin just absolutely loves it. I wouldn't wear it as a day cream. I think it's a bit too heavy for me anyway as a day cream, but I love it for a moisturizer for in the evening, and you know, before I go to bed when I wash my face. Absolutely love it. My skin is lovely and soft and supple in the morning. It doesn't break me out, doesn't clog my pores or anything. I love it. So strangely enough, the Indian shop is the only place that tends to sell it. Pond's isn't particularly popular anymore, so it seems, and so they sell it reasonably cheaply. It's already cheap anyway, and they sell it for like, I don't know, $3 or $4 a pot, which suits me. But they have a huge selection of incense at the Indian shop. So I always go and check out their incense because they have some quite obscure incense that you may not have seen or heard of before. And they had some interesting ones in. So I picked up a couple of boxes. Two of them I'm not going to show because they're just staples that I use pretty much every day anyway. But they had this Midnight Bloom from Hem. I don't buy a lot of Hem incense anymore. I tend to stick to sticks that I get from my local witchy shop that use more natural ingredients, but I thought that these sounded interesting. So this is very nice. It's a little bit similar to the Nang Champa's Midnight. I think it's not quite as deeply scented as that one, but it's still a really nice incense, and one that I will probably buy again. It's a good substitute for incense offering to Morrigan. So it's just a nice sort of dark floral with a little bit of musk. But I've never seen this particular one before from them, so I picked that one up. But this one I was the most excited about to see, and this is mugwort incense from him, and I've been using this quite a bit. I actually wished I'd brought a couple more boxes of this. So I've never ever seen mugwort incense before. It may be quite common overseas, but I've never seen it here, and this is lovely. It's really nice to use during meditation, and I will often light the stick before I go to sleep and let it burn away in a safe location, and to bring on and help with prophetic dreaming and dream recall, and it has worked really well for that. So I highly recommend this mugwort incense from him. I'm going to go back to the Indian shop next week and pick up some more of this, because not only does it smell really nice, it's very useful to have on hand for things like meditation and stuff. So, and I am getting a little bit low on it. So that was awesome. I was thrilled to find that. Before I get onto the crystals, I will just show you this that I actually picked up from the thrift shop a little while ago. So I just fell in love with this little thing. It's a little jar. I don't believe it's ever had anything in it. It certainly doesn't smell like it's ever had anything in it, and it's very clean inside. It looked very Native American, so Indian to me. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I love this beadwork, and yeah, I thought it was awesome, and it was just a couple of dollars at the thrift shop, so I snaffled it up. But yeah, I think it's great. Little handle, you could attach it to a belt or something. You could probably put a little bit of alcohol in it. I don't drink alcohol. I think it needs a different kind of a top on it, and then, you know, that to go on top, so obviously it doesn't leak out. But I'm thinking that I will probably put some sort of beverage in it and perhaps use it for like during a ritual. The only thing is that I don't know how you'd clean it. You have to be very careful about cleaning this out, because you wouldn't want to get the outside of it wet. But I thought it was fabulous. I'm on my phone. I couldn't be bothered dragging out my big camera, so I apologize if the sound and the visuals are not particularly good. I thought that was awesome. Okay, let's get on to crystals. So I brought these a wee while ago now. Hopefully you can see. Let's have a look here. You just adjust the camera a little bit. I have to hold them up. So this is petrified wood. I absolutely love petrified wood. It's one of my new favourite stones to work with. This is all New Zealand sourced petrified wood / fossil wood. And I just love it. I love the energy of it. So this has become my new stone for grounding. I used to exclusively use tourmaline for grounding, but I found that I tend to use tourmaline now for deflecting negativity and for protection. And the petrified wood, it's thousands upon thousands of years old. It's ancient, and the grounding energy of it is amazing. I absolutely love it. I watched a really interesting video here on YouTube. Cannot remember the channel, but I subbed to it because it's all about crystals, and it's from a woman who is a crystal healer and an expert effectively. And she did a fantastic video on petrified wood. If I can remember, I will link it below. And yeah, it's just amazing. the energies that it sort of brings forth, and energies of patience and, you know, taking the time to like to slow down and give yourself, you know, time, and not to rush around all the time. And it has a whole host of other energies as well, but I particularly love it for grounding, and I take a piece with me when we do ritual for our coven, because we always do a meditation, and meditation is always something that I have struggled with, and especially in a group setting, and I find that the petrified wood helps so much to calm me down and get me into that really good state. So, and sometimes I don't meditate, sometimes I just, you know, sit and do breathing exercises, and, you know, that's fine, and this helps so much. So I love it. I particularly love this piece here. I'm really drawn to brown crystals. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy, and petrified wood is really inexpensive as well, so that's a bonus. So nipping into the crystal shop today. God, I've missed that place so much. I felt like absolute crap. And then I went in there and they had some lovely incense burning, and it's a really awful day outside today. It's very wintry today, and rainy and grey and dank and damp and just yucky. And they had the heater on and it was warm, and they had lovely soft soothing music playing. It was just like walking into just a lovely warm witch's cottage with crystals everywhere, and oh, it was just lovely. Anyway, so this is raw onyx, and this was on special, and I was very drawn to get a piece. This is going on Morrigan's altar for Bathe. And I'm going to read a little bit about onyx. They come with these little cards. I have shown these before. I've also got a couple of my crystal books out in case I want a bit of extra clarity. Excuse me. Is excellent for aligning one with the higher powers. It can be used to banish grief and gain self-control to stimulate happiness and good fortune. It can be used intuitively to see glimpses of that which lie beyond. It gives one strength to walk the path and understand the reality of the moment. Hang on, I'm just checking my book. Used for grounding, in ritual, and during astral projection. Used mainly in defensive magic to send back any form of negativity. Indicates the need to bring matters that have been dragging on to a satisfactory conclusion. A stone associated with wizards and sorcerers in the Middle East, onyx is believed to absorb sorrow. It was engraved with the image of Mars or Hercules in classical times as an icon for courage. Very useful stone for helping those who are easily distracted to concentrate, for stopping nightmares, and for protection after dark, both in the home and while travelling. At work, black onyx helps you to stand up for yourself in an argument or unfair criticism, especially from someone senior, without losing your temper. Onyx will also lower the sexual temperature in workplace encounters. Well, thankfully I don't have to worry about things like that. I work with mainly elderly women and have never had to worry about issues like that in my job. Thank goodness. So I was very drawn to this raw piece. This is the only raw piece of onyx that I have, and I am quite tempted to go and get some more. I think this will be interesting to meditate with as well, but it is going to be dedicated to Morrigan and will be for her altar for Bathe. So that is that. And also, to me, it looks a little bit like a pyramid. It's sort of has that pyramid-y shape, which I found quite interesting as well. Next, I'm not going to go on too much about these because the properties of smoky quartz is pretty well known, but they did have smoky quartz on special. I got these specifically for gridding because they're a brilliant shape for gridding, and I have a little crystal grid that I made myself that isn't very large, so these are going to be perfect for gridding. But typically smoky quartz is very good for deflecting negativity and turning it into something of a more positive nature. Next I got, and I have been after this for a while and just haven't ever gotten around to buying it, this is a Lepre. I do have one other piece of Lepre. Actually, I have it just up here. I will show you. This is like in slab form. It's really different looking to the polished. I've had this for a long time, and it's absolutely beautiful. Hopefully you can see. I sort myself out. It's sort of shaped a little bit like Australia, but we won't hold that against it. So that's me trying to be funny, and I'm not actually being funny at all. I'm being quite rude. Okay, so good stone for stress reduction and assists one to alleviate despondency. It contains natural lithium, which is used to treat depression. It also assists one towards spiritual ideals of universal light, hope, and acceptance. It is called the Stone of Transition, pointing one toward ideals of hope, universal light, and acceptance. Now that's the little card, but I am going to read from my crystal book a little bit more info. Oops, I just... very, very drawn to buy this today. Okay. Each lepidolite crystal is believed to have a keeper, either a guardian, spirit, or angel that is said to choose you. You may find your lepidolite crystal when you least expect it, or you may be given one. The keeper of the crystal will guide you in your sleep, and if you wish, to other lands in dreams. Oh, in dreams. Okay, sorry. I'm getting confused with the next page. Indicates a strong positive influence of a woman, that could be you, who will make sure your opinions are heard in a current issue that may affect your community or livelihood. Don't be swayed by other people's moods and dramas. They are often attention-seeking, not a real cry for help. Oh yes. Powerful pain remover. It can, oh that's interesting, it can also reduce the ill effects of anesthetic and dependency on medicines, especially antidepressants and tranquilizers, alcohol, tobacco, or food. And the only addiction I have of those three is food, because I do not drink alcohol. I cannot stand the taste of any alcohol, and ugh, the thought of having a cigarette just makes me want to hurl. It provides a useful shield against the effects of modern pollution. Some people have reported finding it helpful for relations who suffer from mental illnesses, dementia, Alzheimer's disease, and other degenerative conditions. Will clear out all the redundant messages and voices from the past that hold us back from happiness or success, which is why I was drawn to it. It will attract supportive friends and colleagues and bring opportunities to succeed. It will help anyone living an unavoidably stressful existence, especially city dwellers, to maintain a still, calm centre. Reassuring stone for people new to psychic work, or those who have had bad psychic experience or dabbled with Ouija boards or held seances when younger. It screens out negativities. So yeah, lepidolite. It's so pretty visually. I love purple stones. I'm a big fan of amethyst. Amethyst is one of my favourite, but they're not overly big. I'm definitely going to be getting some more, but I think they're going to be good for gridding as well. And one of these is going into my medicine bag. So beautiful. And last but not least is a stone that I saw on a crystal haul from Joey Morris, actually, a really old one. I'm so glad she's kept her channel up because I go back and watch her videos a lot. She's one of the few older like YouTube channels that was just in the style that I absolutely adore. So full of information. Her whole channel is just like a bloody encyclopedia. I absolutely love it. Anyway, she showed this crystal and I was like, wow. I was just instantly drawn to it. It's a video I don't think I'd actually seen before, a haul video. But this is, look at that. Can you see the, I might have to stand up a little bit. No, that's not going to work. Turn this around a bit. Can you see the cross? It might not be focusing. It might be focusing on something else. I really should have brought my other camera, but I just couldn't be bothered. Let's have a look, see if I can down this a little bit. Okay, I think that'll just have to do. So this is commonly known as the cross stone or chistolite. I don't know if you saw that. However, the cross stone was associated in olden times with the deflection of the evil eye. It is now used as a symbol of devotion, especially towards awareness, which in itself can deflect negativity. There's a bit of a theme running through here. Intuitive and spiritual sources suggest it signifies both death and rebirth, bringing one to the state of realization that we are eternal. It may be used for problem solving and provide insight to answers to mysterious occurrences. It can assist one to maintain a spiritual outlook during illness. This stone has been venerated historically in Christian beliefs as a stone of creation and faith. The Vatican even had specimens collected in 1590 for its private mineral collection. So that's interesting. I'm going to see if it's in my book. I don't know if it will be, so bear with. No, it's not in this one. Okay, is it in this one? Is it in my encyclopedia? Let's have a look. Let me just pause this while I see if I can find it, because I'm sure that what you're looking at is not overly interesting. Right, I did find actually. Named from the Greek chiostos, meaning cross-marked, and in ancient times this powerfully protective stone was used to ward off the evil eye. A gateway into mysteries, it facilitates journeys out of the body, and it assists exploration of immortality. Linked to death and rebirth, it is helpful for those making transitions, maintaining spirituality during illness or trauma. Attuning to the soul's purpose, it dissolves illusions and calms fears, enabling reality to be faced, and is particularly helpful for overcoming fear of going mad. This stone assists in seeing all sides of a problem, transmuting dissension into harmony and dispelling negative thoughts and feelings. So I just thought it was really interesting. I'd never seen one before, and I decided that if they had one at the crystal shop that I was going to buy one. So I did. I don't have a purpose for it thus far, but I'm sure it will make itself known to me what its purpose is. It may well go on Morrigan's altar. We will see. So that is that for today. I'm going to get some warm clothes on and warmer clothes on and actually go feed the pony because I am finished work for the next 5 days. I have got a few days off next week. It's birthday week. We're going away. Well, we were going to be going away. We're actually not now because the weather's not good. We're going to go and visit my parents, but the weather's not very good and I don't fancy getting stuck 5 hours away from home. So we're going to leave that for a little bit at a later time, but we are going to go to a little French village, which is about an hour and 20 minutes away from home, next week, and I might do a little bit of vlogging because I haven't been there for years and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's very French looking. It was a French settlement back in the day, and we're going to go and have a little bit of an explore, check out the cemeteries, something we like to do as a family because we're just a little bit strange like that, I don't know, and go have some lunch, and they have a crystal shop there, so I'm going to go and buy myself some more birthday treats because why not. And yeah, I will do a little bit of vlogging from around there and put it together in a video if anyone's interested. I don't know, I might just put it together for myself. It's a nice little memory. I will catch you later. Blessings.